how have you been? How's your life going? What's going on?
Well, I had a baby.
Oh, congratulations. That's nice.
My wife.
Raising the roof on the baby, yeah.
My wife had the baby, actually,
Yes, yeah.
to be fully honest. And, you know, there's this weird time before the baby where she was pregnant for like 9 months. And when people tell you you're going to have a baby, everyone says, oh, it changed my life. It made everything different. And the first thing I thought or said was, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. I just want a healthy baby.
That's what everyone says, yeah.
First thing I thought was, I'll take an unhealthy boy, really. I really want a boy. I want a boy. I want my King Joffrey. I married my sister, by the way.
You want to have a King Joffrey? That's what you want?
Well, I married my sister.
Oh, God. Well, wait a minute. All right, so yeah, God, you can't say that. You really can't say that. But you did, so we're going to work with it. So, you know, there are ways of finding out what you're going to have, right?
Yes, and I couldn't wait you have to wait like 3.5 months for the ultrasound. So a friend of mine said you could go to a drugstore, CVS or whatever, and get a test that your wife has to pee in, FYI. That was a big mistake on my part. Right. And took it home to my wife. She peed in it, and it said we're having a boy. Mm-hmm. And on the box, it says it's a 50-50 thing, but... I took it 100%. It's a boy. We're having a boy. You know?
Okay.
And I was excited.
Yeah.
So as time went on, we eventually had to go to the doctor. It's just like, you know, I already got it figured out. We don't really need to go. But
right.
We get to the doctor, and we walk into the room, and she sits in this, like, big leather, looking like a Brooks...
This is your wife?
My wife,
This is for the ultrasound?
Yeah, Suzanne. Yeah. Suzanne, she sits on this big leather Brookstone-looking chair. They have, like, a little... what looks like they pulled out of an elementary school classroom for me.
Right.
Just a plastic metal death trap.
Yeah.
And I realized the appointment's not about me, it's for her, and this young hotshot doctor comes in, and he takes this device, and he puts it on her stomach, you know, to get a picture. I don't know if it's Bluetooth technology, I don't know what it is, but he puts it on her stomach, and he says, oh, the baby's too small still, we can't get it from there. And then without even saying anything, he takes the same device and puts it inside her vagina. And we're talking something roughly 3 times the size of my penis. And it's just like, she's not even supposed to know that's possible.
Right,
you know?
Right.
But... you know, insurance...
It creates a whole new, yeah. It really changes the scale of everything, yeah.
But hey, insurance is covering it, so enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
You know? And after he does that, I look up and there's 3 big screen TVs like we're inside of an ESPN zone. And it's airing the inside of my wife. And the first time I'd seen it that well. And I'm looking at it, and he finds a great image of the baby, and he freeze frames it, and he says, hey, if you guys want to know the sex of the baby, I can tell you. And I said, oh, we appreciate it, but I already got it figured out. I bought a test at CVS, so I think we're good. It's a boy, by the way. And the doctor said, oh, okay, well, I'm a doctor, and it's definitely a girl. And I'm a doctor, and you're CVS. And then he just moves on as if he didn't just shatter my dreams, and talking to my wife, and all I'm doing is staring at these 3 big screen TVs looking the hardest I've ever looked for a dick in my life. Just like, is that a baby penis? Do I know what baby penises look like? Just looking and looking, and then finally I saw it, like 2 minutes in of real good looking. I look, and I see it, and I say, hey, doctor, sorry to interrupt all this, whatever you're doing, but isn't that a penis? And he did me the huge favor of walking up to the screen in a very mocking way, looking very close at it, and then turning back to my wife and saying, if he thinks that's a penis, then I want to know who got you pregnant.
Whoa!
Like, all of a sudden, I'm at my own Comedy Central roast. And Dr. Rickles has stepped in.
So what happened? So
well,
now I'm curious, like, who ends up being right?
Well, we move on from that, and we go home, and eventually we have another doctor's appointment. I know what it is. We go to the new doctor, a different doctor this time, and this time he can do it over the stomach.
Because it's later. Some time has gone by.
Time has gone by. He can do it over the stomach. My wife's not being penetrated. I feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
And
because that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You're comfortable. As long as you feel good.
Yeah. I felt great.
Yeah.
I could be me finally, you know.
Yeah.
And
you might be the worst guy ever.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, no,
Thank you so
I've
much.
seen them all. I've met them all.
Yeah. So he gets a great shot of the baby, and he freezes it, and he says, hey, if you guys want to know the sex, I can tell you. And my wife cuts him off and says, oh, no, we already know it's a girl. The last doctor told us. And he looked at me as if he knew what was happening and said, well, what do you think it is? And I said, 100% confident, it's a man. It's not a boy, it's a man. and then my wife gave me this look that could have been interpreted as either, please stop talking, or I'm so sorry I've got to spend the rest of my life with you.
Yeah.
And then the voice of Jesus came out of the doctor and he said, he's right, it's a boy. And then he freeze frames it on some tablet device that he has, and like we're watching an instant replay, circles my son's penis, draws an arrow to it, and then writes in huge letters, baby penis.
You did not.
Yeah. I think,
Did you bring this?
of course.
Oh. So,
Thank you.
pornographic show. Good Lord. Okay, so and everything.
It's a good thing he put the qualifier baby on there, just so.
Well,
you
yeah,
think
'cause we
it was a goat penis, or
Or an elderly man.
yeah, an old man penis.